Hello students, this is Dr. Henry and I'm your instructor for CIS 130, which is Introduction to Information Systems. This particular video is designed to give you tips regarding the computer concepts modules that we'll have in class. Now, right now I'm on a Blackboard course, and depending on when you take this course, what semester and what term and what year, your view might look a little bit different, but it should be very, very similar to this. So right now I'm in a course inside of Blackboard for CIS 130, and there should be sections similar to each of these that I'm about to just look at really quickly. Each section should have an orientation and a section where you can get to your SAM course link, and then there should be units that allow you to get to each of your other different types of SAM assignments. This video is dedicated solely to computer concepts. And according to our weekly assignment list, now again, your dates and times might be different depending on when you're taking this course, but you should have a computer concepts modules for 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 modules for computer concepts. You can think of modules as a chapter, so 4 chapters of computer concepts, and these chapters cover essential terms and concepts that you need to understand when working and operating a computing device. All right, so I'm going to talk to you about the different ways that you can study for the computer concepts modules. There are several different terms and concepts, and so these are a little different than the other things that we're going to cover in the class. For example, we're going to cover Microsoft Access, we're going to cover Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook. But in each of these other computer applications, which you'll learn about in computer concepts, we will have projects to complete. But in the computer concepts modules, you will have terms and definitions to learn. So that's a little bit different, and I wanted to give you the multiple ways that you can study. So one of the ways is you can use our ebook. And so to get to the ebook, you can go to our SAM course link. Now, depending on when you take this course, your SAM course link may be in a different location, but you should have one. My SAM course link in this particular version of Blackboard is under Unit 2, and it's labeled with my name, the course reference number, the course, and the term and year. Once you click there, it's going to take you to the full list of all our SAM assignments, and each SAM assignment has a different type. So if you look here, there's an assignment name, and then I'm going to skip over to type of assignment. So it could be a training tutorial, it could be an exam or a project, or if it's the ebook, which is what we're looking for now, it's going to say the type as reading. When you see type reading, you know that's the book. And so then you would click on the link to launch it, and then our ebook will launch, and this is similar to what it'll look like. You might have a menu on the left and a menu on the right that allows you to do different things. But in the center of our book, it lists, well, at the top, it lists the title of the book, and then it lists all of the sections. This time we want to focus on just the computer concepts section, so it's built into like a folder icon, and it has a drop down, and there are 4 activities. Remember, we talked about 4 modules. They are all listed here. So I'm talking about ways to study the computer concepts information. The computer concepts module, again, just as a recap, is different from all the other modules. In the other modules, we will be doing projects using those applications, but in the computer concepts modules, you will be learning terms and definitions. So some students may like to read the actual content in the book, and other students may want to just focus on just the actual terms. And so here I'm going to bring up 2 things. So I opened the ebook to show you where it is, and I'm going to look a little more in detail in just a second at the book. But I also want to open up, which is also somewhere inside of your Blackboard course, it should be labeled the computer concepts section. And in a folder in that section, there should be the PowerPoints for the 4 modules. In this particular class, it's in the week 2 folder. So PowerPoint module, computer concepts module, PowerPoint for module 1, PowerPoint for module 2, and then in the next week in this particular course, which was week 3, it'll be modules 3 and 4 PowerPoints. And so students should always be able to get to those no matter what their class is. So we went from inside of our SAM assignment list, we opened up the ebook. So I'm going to bring it back up again. And then also I showed you where the PowerPoints were, and I'm just going to bring up the PowerPoints. All of these are connected, and so it depends on how you want to study. So I recommend reading the ebook content because it gives you context to what it's talking about. And so I'll show you here on the left, I have the ebook open, and I'm going to go to Computer Concepts Module 1. Which says the topic is computer and internet basics. And I'm actually gonna close this particular page and go to the front of that section, which should be here. Okay, so when you go to module 1 for computer concepts, the topic is computer and internet basics. And so if you're looking at the PowerPoint, it says the exact same thing. Computer concepts module 1, and the topic is computer and internet basics. These are the basic things you need to know. And each section in the book is also outlined in the PowerPoint. So you have a section called Computers in Your World. And then I'm going to click over to the PowerPoint, and there's a section in Computers in Your World. And the PowerPoint, this is a condensed summary that has, let's say on this particular topic, it only has 5 slides. So Computers in Your World. But here in the book, if you clicked Computers in Your World, it has several pages. But notice the terms and content is the same. It just removes some of the expanded information. So for example, they have that same picture graphic, and in the PowerPoint they've pulled out the terms, and in the textbook they have additional information. Then they give you the terms in context, and the definition is embedded in the text. Now some students may want to study this way, where you actually read the book. Or if you want to go straight to the PowerPoint and just learn the terms and what they mean, that's a different way, because you see here in the PowerPoint, there's no text. There's only the term and what it means, the term and what it means. Now, they will throw in pictures every now and then, but the PowerPoint is a summary. It's a condensed summary, and it focuses on just key terms. The book gives you more information, and it helps you to expound. While we're here in the book, I also want to show a feature where if you are trying to multitask, let's say that you don't want to sit and read, you want the book to read to you. The book has a read speak feature. And so I'm here on page 1, or I'm not sure what the page is, but this is the beginning of, it's not listed by pages, but I'm at the beginning section of module 1 for computers and internet basics, and it starts with 1-1 computers in your world. And I'm on this page, and if I click the read speak, I'm going to put a pause. I'm not sure if you heard that or not, but the read speak feature was reading the book to me. So it could read the book to me while I'm at home doing laundry or cooking. So this may be a feature that you want to take advantage of, which allows you to get that additional context that's important for you as a student while you're also learning those key terms. Now, I'm just giving you options of how you can study this material. You can read the book, you can have the book read to you, or you can go to the PowerPoint and just focus on just the key terms. In class, I'll probably only have time to review the highlights of the key terms in the PowerPoint. And for the sake of time for this video, I'm not going to go through each term and just read it to you. This is something that you as a student would need to do, but I'm just sharing with you how the content will be presented and how it aligns to our ebook, because sometimes students don't know how it all works together. So you can see that the first module, which is Computer and Internet Basics, aligns exactly with the PowerPoint. And so it does that for each of the modules. So we have module 2, 3, and 4. And in your Blackboard course, you're going to have the PowerPoints for modules 2, modules 3, and module 4. And of course, if you have questions or concerns, I, as your instructor, Dr. Henry, am always available. In this particular Blackboard course, my information is under Unit 1. In the Meet Your Instructor section, all of my contact information is there if you have questions, concerns, or comments. Now, another assignment I want to call your attention to is the training tutorials for these modules. So I'm going to go, I think it's back on page 1 in our list, but in addition to the ebook, which I just showed you, and in addition to the PowerPoints, you also have training tutorials. Now, you don't get points for reading the book or reading the PowerPoint, but you do get points for doing the training tutorials. Now, the training tutorials are designed to help you practice what you've learned, and so there will be several assignments, and I think I'll just launch one of them. But inside of the training tutorials for each module, this is the training tutorial for module 1. Remember, the topic is the same. It has several tasks for you to do, and it's based on the terms and concepts that you learned inside of the ebook, but it allows you to practice. And before you practice, it will have a little presentation, and these are designed to be very short. I clicked play, but I don't hear the sound yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to come through my speaker or not, but that's okay. When you do this at home, it should work. So I don't hear it coming through, but that's okay. When you do this at home, it's going to take you through the little presentation, and you see it's very short. This is 1 minute and 30 seconds until it gets you to the section where you're actually going to have to do something. And once you're there, okay, there. I heard the volume there. I'm not sure if you heard it, but it'll take you through the training tutorial step by step. Now, the training tutorial is also built on the key terms that you learned in the chapter and in that PowerPoint. So I would recommend that you either go through the terms in the ebook or in the PowerPoint before you begin this training tutorial. But at the end, it'll have an assignment, and these key terms are directly from the ebook. So the little system will take you through them quickly, but it would help you if you would go through the ebook first. And this is just a suggestion, but letting you know how all the assignments are connected to one another. All right, again, this is Dr. Henry. I'm your instructor for CIS 130, and I was going over how to study for the Computer Concepts modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, thanks for listening. Bye.